Despite this month-long trial with more than 75 witnesses and 800 pieces of evidence, this verdict came back fast. Less than 3 hours it took for the jury to make that decision, and now Murdaugh on to sentencing, facing a life behind bars.
In South Carolina, a major fall from grace for a member of a prominent legal family.
Guilty.
Alex Murdaugh found guilty on all counts for the murders of his wife Maggie and son Paul on the family's sprawling hunting estate back in 2021. The prosecution, which has argued Murdaugh's motive was to distract from alleged financial crimes and other accusations swirling around his family, speaking just after the verdict.
It doesn't matter what you think, how prominent you are. If you do wrong, if you break the law, if you murder, then justice will be done in South Carolina.
The jury coming to its decision just hours after hearing closing arguments by the defense, who suggested there were missteps in the investigation and what they call circumstantial evidence surrounding a man who they portrayed as a loving husband and father struggling with addiction.
I respectfully request that you do not compound a family tragedy with another.
Perhaps the most vital piece of evidence in the state's case, this video at the family's kennel from Paul's phone, where Alex's voice is heard in the background along with Maggie and Paul just minutes before the murders. Murdaugh had repeatedly told investigators he wasn't there that night, later admitting it was him when he took the stand.
I did lie to them.
Prosecutors pointing to that lie as part of a troubling pattern for Murdaugh, who they say was willing to lie, cheat, steal, and even kill his family to maintain his wealthy lifestyle.
I think he loved Maggie. I think he loved Paul. But you know who he loved more than that? He loved Alex. And he exercised his greatest power of choice to make sure that life continued.
In the end, the jury concluded the state proved its case beyond a reasonable doubt. Murdaugh staring blankly as the court clerk read the guilty verdict, later mouthing "it's okay" to his surviving son Buster. The judge denying a request by the defense for a mistrial and thanking the jury for their service.
But certainly the verdict that you've reached is supported by the evidence, circumstantial evidence, direct evidence, all of the evidence pointing to only one conclusion. That's the conclusion that you all reached.
Outside the courthouse, South Carolina's Attorney General calling it a good day for his state and saying the evidence spoke on behalf of Maggie and Paul.
We can't bring him back, but we can bring him justice.
Alex, is there anything you want to change?
After a dramatic day in court, Murdaugh led out into a van in handcuffs to continue his life behind bars.
Now, before the judge gives Murdaugh his sentence, we expect to hear more testimony from the witness stand. We could hear potentially from victims of Murdaugh's financial crimes, as well as members of his own family in his defense. He is facing 30 years to life. Craig?
All right, Catie Beck for us this morning. Catie, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.